Everybody, welcome back. So in the past, you could always get tons of AK kits all over the place, and a lot of the ones you could get at the time were Hungarian kits, which have kind of become quite, I guess, scarce nowadays. They're a little harder to find. Nobody's really actively selling any of the kits unless you can go out on Gunbroker and find one. Now, that's where this one comes from today. If you check out one of my past videos, you used to be able to get these kits from places like Atlantic Firearms. I did do an unboxing of that. That was back quite some time ago. I have a much better camera setup now. I would like to think I'm doing a little bit better as far as unboxings, but I may not be. But anyway, so I went out on Gunbroker and I was able to find a Hungarian AK parts kit. You know, the nice, I guess it's beechwood. It appeared to be all matching. This one was actually sold by Rguns. I don't know where they got it. Don't know why they put it on Gunbroker. It was not on their website, nor do they have any on their website. So I was like, well, let's go for it. I'd like to have a different kit. So for $425, I got this kit. Does not have a barrel, but does have the trunnion, which is just as vitally important. But without further ado, we're going to open this up, check it out. Keep in mind, guys, that is always an excellent source of, well, it's just an excellent source to go look to try to find obscure parts kits, especially if you want something besides just a Romanian one. I'm not knocking Romanian ones, but if you want a little bit of diversity in your kits, go out to Gunbroker. Oftentimes you can find where somebody's been sitting on a kit for quite some time, and you can typically find something pretty cool, and if you're doing really well, you can get a bargain on it. In my opinion, I think, honestly, $425 was a good deal, considering the times. Of course, there's my pesky packing slip. We're just going to leave that in the box. We are going to start with the furniture. Now, this is interesting because this is all FEG marked. I don't know when this kit came into the country. I don't know anything about it. You know, it may not have had any furniture originally. I don't know. Maybe the guys over at Rguns just kind of threw this together. I do not know. I don't know the story. For you guys that are more Hungarian AK aficionado, whatever the word is, maybe you can school me on this because, you know, if this was on a rifle, I dare say I don't think it was there long. Plus it has a new wood smell. Of course, that is your ported gas tube. There are no numbers on that, nor did I expect to see any numbers on that. No numbers anywhere, no trap door. However, screw holes do indicate that there were at one time some screws in there, at least I think. Could be totally wrong on that one. This stuff was kind of wrapped up and thrown in here. Really don't know what I'm getting into. Kind of scared. There is... Oh, that's interesting. So this is a FEG parts bag. That's a good sign. This might be like one of the last kits before they started cutting them up so bad to where they destroyed the trunnions. But there's our cleaning rod. Threads, they probably need to be chased a little bit. But that is an FEG bag with FEG parts in it. I'm almost of the impression that I think this might have been a parts kit or a gun that was completely cut up that was brand new. There's one of those nice little 10-round magazines. 10-round YouTube. Just in case you're confused. This actually looks really nice. I mean, this looks brand spanking new. I'm shocked, actually. Of course, my bag looks like it was coming apart in here. This pins will be important. There's my barrel pin. That's important. Let's hope I didn't lose anything else. I don't think there's anything missing. Of course, you have that heavy black paint that's on these. This appears that it was a saw cut. At what point in time, I do not know. Of course, that'll have to be demilled. But more importantly, let's start checking for matching numbers. Which I don't know how much of these. There's a FEG OR 11461. So that rear sight is completely disassembled. There are no numbers on that. There will not be any numbers on your rear trunnion, I know that. Okay, so that definitely does not match this. This is SM29459. No numbers on the selector. Sometimes you'll have a number on the hammer, no number on it. Nothing on the trigger. There's another piece to my sight. Neutered gas block, unfortunately, but that's okay. Assuming this was a export sporting rifle. Alright, so here's the important part. Sierra Mike 29459, same there. Additionally, the bolt also has the same exact markings. I dare say, based off the looks of this, that this thing has never been fired. I mean, this looks like it was a complete gun that was cut up and sold as a parts kit. Wow, this thing even goes in there a little rough. Of course, there could be some debris in there. You know, there is just ever so slight amount of peening right here. And I don't know if that's from where they put it together or if they actually test fired it when it was built originally. I have no idea. Now, the one thing I did want to check, I did want to see if there's any numbers on the recoil. Nope, no numbers there. And there is no number on the top cover. I don't know how much of the... I want to say the older ones had a lot more matching numbers, so I don't really know how much of a hodgepodge this one is, but the things I really care about are these. Your front trunnion, your carrier, and your bolt. Those all match, so that's a huge plus. I'm definitely happy about that. The only area of contention I have, let's see how well I can show you guys this. I may have to take a picture. If you look here, you can see where, maybe I'm imagining things, but it looks like the barrel was pressed really far back here. So that might be a problem when I go to fit a barrel to this and headspace it. It might not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being overly paranoid. We'll find out, that's for sure. But anyway, I think it's kind of cool to still be able to get a Hungarian AK kit. Just something that kind of changes it up a little bit. Something that's not Romanian, because you guys know I have so many Romanian kits. And like I said, I really don't know the origins of these. I guess these were some of the last kits. I don't know much about them. If you guys do know more about them, let me know, because I don't have a clue what I'm looking at. I really didn't pay attention when they were importing the last of these kits with the trunnions. And this may be just a Franken kit. I don't know. I have no idea. So if you guys do know more about it, please be sure and chime in the comment section down below. If you guys bought one of these kits, you know, that had all these FEG marked bags, you know, let me know your experience. Let me know about the matching parts, because I'm curious about that. And I get the suspicion that this thing was just kind of thrown together, and I also get the suspicion that it might have been one of the last complete kits to come in. I don't know. So let me know what you guys know about it, because I love how oftentimes you guys will cue me into stuff that I didn't have a clue about, and that's how we all learn. So always enjoy that. But like I said, if you guys have gotten any of these, I think it's one of the last kits in a few years back. Let me know what your experience was, because I'm very curious to basically see what you ended up with, or hear about what you ended up with. Plenty more content on the way. You guys will get to see that. Hoping to get to a lot of my restoration projects as I get more time. I know, guys, it's you guys are wondering, when is he ever going to put anything back together? When is he ever going to build anything? It's when I have time. I mean, I do have a life. I have 2 jobs. Not much of a life. You know, kids, wife, all that stuff. Responsibilities, priorities. So I do what I can when I can, and like I've stated before, this content is much easier, much faster to do than, you know, taking and editing 18 plus hours of a resto project. But I'll get the time, I promise, and we will get there eventually. So thank you guys in advance for being patient. Thank you to my subscribers, and thank you guys for all your likes, your shares, your comments. It's greatly appreciated. And like I said, let me know what you guys have experienced with these kits in the past. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, you guys have a great day.